Hello and welcome to Christian Weather Broadcasting. Repent and put your faith in Jesus, because only He can save you from hell. And if you'd like to know more, look at the gospel message in the description. We deserve hell for our sin, but Jesus can save you. Alrighty, everybody, let's go to your Atlantic-wide tropical weather forecast. We're looking at a couple systems here. Only one may affect land, and we'll get to that later. Let's go to post-tropical cyclone Idalia first. According to the National Hurricane Center, swells from Idalia are forecast to cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions along portions of the east coast of the United States through Labor Day weekend. Gusts on tropical storm force are likely to continue on Bermuda through tonight. Let's take a look at the cone of uncertainty. You can see that Idalia is going to be moving close to around the Nova Scotia area, and if that forecast holds true, I would expect some blustery conditions, maybe gusts up to tropical storm force, and rainy conditions for that area. As you can see, tropical storm force winds, I think, are still being experienced. Gusts of tropical storm force winds are still being experienced in Bermuda. Let's go to Tropical Storm Gert, which has winds of 60 miles per hour, 998 millibar pressure. It's going to be dissipating by tomorrow at 8 p.m., or actually today, as of the time of recording this. And Tropical Storm Katia has winds of 45 miles per hour, 1,002 millibar pressure. It's going to be dissipated by 12 p.m., around Tuesday sometime, and it'll be a depression by 12 a.m. Monday. Now, let's get to our main thing we have to watch here, and that is Disturbance 1. Let's read what the National Hurricane Center has to say about it. A tropical wave located over the far eastern tropical Atlantic is producing disorganized shower and thunderstorm activity to the south of the Cabo Verde Islands. Environmental conditions appear conducive for some gradual development of the system by the middle part of next week, and a tropical depression is likely to form while it moves westward to west-northwestward at 15 to 20 miles per hour over the eastern and central portions of the tropical Atlantic. Formation chance through the next 48 hours, low at 30%. And formation chance through the next 7 days, high at 70%. So, there are three paths that this storm, there's plenty more, but three to keep it simple here, paths that I think this storm could follow. That is, first, the low path. Second is the middle path. And finally, the high path. So, what should we experience with each path? With the low path, we'll experience some more land effects. As you can see, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic could be experiencing some effects from the storm, even up into the Bahamas, and possibly, Florida could experience effects if it goes to the low direction. If it goes the middle direction, it probably won't make landfall on land, though we could experience some conditions on land, though what those are, we don't know yet. And if it gets the high route, if it takes that high route, then it probably won't affect land at all, because what we're going to have is a high pressure system around this area, and we're also later on in the forecast going to have a high pressure in that area. So because of those high pressure systems, they'll keep it not only off land, but they'll steer it out over water. So that's what we're looking at for this storm. I do think we should keep an eye on this storm. We're going to know more probably in the next week or so. Let's take a look at our forecast for the storm according to the GFS model. Right now the GFS is currently updating. You can see it brings it to around tropical storm strength and then dissipating over about Dominican Republic. So it has it dissipating right now, But let's see if the Euro has any more to say. The Euro is forecasting a more intense storm. The Euro isn't completely updated, but the Euro is forecasting this to intensify quicker than the GFS is. And the last model run of the Euro was bringing this to probably Category 1 hurricane strength, but keeping it off of land. We'll have to see what the latest Euro shows. And now it is time for tomorrow's forecast. GFS 24-hour rain accumulation forecast. You can see areas in Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi, and portions of the panhandle of Florida could be experiencing just under, maybe about an inch of rain, but probably just under that. Portions of Nevada, Oregon, and Idaho could be experiencing about an inch, maybe just under an inch of rain. And portions of, or on the west coast, may be seeing just under an inch of rain, and other portions throughout the U.S. will be experiencing spotty rain. Let's go to your temperature forecast. As you can see, in areas of the Midwest, going up to 106, very hot. Down to the southern states, you could be experiencing low to high 90s, maybe up into the hundreds if you live in Texas. For the west coast of the United States, we're looking at anywhere from the 50s, the low to mid 50s to high 60s, low 70s for portions of California, low 70s to around 75, and for eastern Washington, around 83 degrees. And for the northern states, we're looking at low to high 80s. Alrighty, everybody, thank you for watching. This has been Christian Weather Broadcasting.